Hello, and welcome to another episode of Empyrean Galactic Survival. Today, we are going to be looking at some items on the workshop that may not be getting enough attention, that are actually very interesting, and I will be going through these today. Sadly, we do not have Don here today. He is currently away, and he's sick, and he can't join us, so give him your best wishes either in the comments or on the Discord, just send him his way. Now, as you may have guessed, the channel's name and the name of the series, well, not the channel's name, but the name of the series, Look at the Workshop, or A Look at the Workshop. Yeah, we're not sticking with this because there are already YouTubers that do this, and we need to market it as something more us. Now, we might be changing it to Roundtable Build Series, A Look at the Workshop? I don't know. But stay tuned for more on that if you're interested. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, in front of me, you are going to see two vessels. One of it is the Bryox Destroyer. I don't know how to say that. And then the other one is the CV Carrier, and then doesn't really have a distinctive name other than 37 by 37 by 118 blocks. So yeah, may get overlooked, but it's an interesting. Both of them are interesting ships either way. So don't want to critique that too much. So let's go ahead and get started. Sorry if the screen is flickering around. I'm switching between tabs on the other screen and still getting the hang of it. Now, one thing I might be doing is switching over to another mouse that can't flick around as much. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Excuse me. I'm constantly trying to improve the channel, but this isn't about me and my channel. This is about the workshop creations and the builders that spend their time, their effort, and poor dedication into these builds. So let's give these guys a round of applause. Done with that? Okay. Alright, so this is a very interesting design that immediately caught my attention because on top of being a very interesting shaping, it has a lot of like floating turrets here. Now, that's not really legal on most servers, but there are places you can use this, and I honestly applaud people that just do something different because it is so rarely seen. As you can see, this is a shiny machine. It's got a lot of turrets on these floating bits here. It looks like they're stacked up and down. So if you blow one, they might blow the other turret, but that's alright. They keep fire away. They keep fire away from the central body, which is great. And continuing that trend, you have these out here on the outer superstructure, I guess I want to say. Now, as you can see, it's made out of a Xeno hull. Well, mostly anyways. But the main internal point is made out of Xeno hull. Now, I don't know how you... Oh, there it is. I swear I don't look at these ahead of time. Well, I mean, I kind of do, but I don't do... I do like a quick pass through to see if there's anything that I want to like focus on or if I'm going to miss something. So, anyways. A lot of RP decor in the middle. It looks like it was meant for some crew, or it was meant for some crew here. Medical bay, that's, again, RP. I don't see any functioning medical equipment here. All I see is a kitchen here, but that's alright. Maybe on the next floor. Constructors, so it looks like it's meant to be a base home. Oh, this is the practical level. That was just an RP filling level. Okay, that makes more sense. Got your constructors recessed in here. That's pretty cool. Right, I should probably go through the ship specs before I get into this, but, yeah, anyways, heavily armored. Let me get the right page open here. BRIOCS Destroyer, Bryox, by Vernas. I apologize if I am butchering your name, and not saying it properly. I apologize. I feel sorry about that. Yeah, it's the internet. No, there's no way of it getting around butchering people's names sometimes. Now, for those of you not aware, I don't pick ships that that don't have descriptions or additional photos off the workshop. So if you have a wonderful ship and I leave a comment saying, can I get like additional screenshots or like a brief description, please respond so that I can feature your ship, please. Just please. I'm not trying to be rude about it. I'm not trying to be a pain in your butt. I'm just trying to get you more attention for your ship, alright? Yes, thank you. So this is a capital vessel, size class 25. Yeah, you heard that right, 25. It's, oh no. Size class 5, unlock level 25. Yes, that was an error in the Steam description. And I fell for it. My bad. Block count, CPU tier 4. CPU efficiency 100% in vanilla. In vanilla default game. Has some lights in it, has quite high device count, and CPU usage is 9.9 million of 10 million, roughly. Let's see, anything else here? Nope, that's it for the same description. So if you want to see this, I will put a link in the description. Has a teleporter, that's nice. I wonder if this is on Signal Logic. Ooh, it is. Good job. Medical. The CPU extenders are up there. The core is underneath. I looked at it earlier, and I don't like clipping into ships if I don't have to. But I may need to show that. Or, ooh, that's cool. Okay, so you have a little access corridor there. And then the core is, if I'm not mistaken, sorry about clipping into the ship. I'm looking for the core here. Oh, okay. Yeah, everything's encased, and is not accessible for repairs or RP purposes, but that's alright. This one uses a few RCSs, which, considering the thruster layout, I understand why. Uses lag shot. I think that's actually part of the design, which is very cool. On the internals here, there are spaces for extra things, apparently. But that's pretty much it. And I apologize again. I had to clip through this to take a good look at it. I don't like doing that. Alright, next we have the CV carrier. 37 by 37 by 118 blocks. That is the name. And it is by Shab and Koenig 88. I'm probably butchering a Dutch name or another name that I just don't know how to say, but it looks a little bit Dutch or Norwegian to me. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, and yeah, I'm sorry. I tried looking for a pronunciation guide. I couldn't find one. I'm sorry. I couldn't find I couldn't find one that did it for me that I didn't have to pay for, and I'm sorry. Again, if you know of a pronunciation guide that I can use, let me know. This is horrible. I feel so bad. Alright. A heavily armored huge carrier to transport tons of goods, crowds of people, and several SVs or small CVs. Size class 20. Hangar doors, airtight, yes. Hangar doors, 13 by 7 and 10 by 5. Airtight, yes. It's my first CVN Empyrean. Feel free to make some suggestions for improvements. Yes, I will be getting in the comments after this video and on your Steam Workshop page, and I will be giving you some improvements, but I will also be going through them here on the video. So I hope you don't mind. Alright, so this ship is, needless to say, something that caught my eye. The shaping on the bow was very interesting. The idea of like a commercial deck up here, or a like RP deck up here that was minimalist, that was done minimalist, was very interesting. And the way he did these thruster pylons here, very cool. I was very impressed when I looked at this. Now, I didn't know which side was the front from the back. Obviously, this is the back, but I didn't know until I actually saw these. Until I saw the forward fire. Yeah. Anyways, let's get started. So, in here, it's pretty Spartan, which is our Spartan? Sparse? I don't know. I watched Halo earlier today, so I don't know. My words are all goofed up right now. No use of elevators, which I actually like. Well, not use of elevators over there, which I like, because I don't like elevators. I really don't. You have grow area back here. Not really sure what that was about, but I'm not gonna question that. That looks pretty cool. I like that. That was the crop room and the hangars. These are just entrances here. Yes, I'm clipping through things. I apologize. What does this lead to? This just leads outside, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, unfinished rooms. Okay. RP rooms. It looks like some RP, like, quarters in here. Quarters? Yep. Have a go at me in the comments for my horrible pronunciation of everything today. I don't mind. I don't mind. We have some RP hangers here for SVs. I like this. I really like this. How he used these like thin blocks to create an actual shaping around this, and then the force fields behind that. Very good. Next we have another empty room back here. It could be converted to a crop room if I'm not mistaken. Or a ballroom if you want. Disco. I don't have any, I can't do anything with that in the after edit. You have a hangar bay with pair pad in the middle down here. And a, blast doors. Okay. Use of blast doors to keep that component safe. Okay. I like how I did that. So, down here in the engineering is where my first, like, critiquing is going to begin. So, one thing that you don't want to do is have a warp core that is right next to the Pentax tank. And, if I remember right, yeah, steel blocks between you and the outside of the ship, no matter where it is, because the warp drive is targetable. So you'll want to encase that in, at the very least, combat steel, maybe some glass. From the back anyways. And also, if these generators go up, they're going to blow the entire room because they're not encased in either RP blocks or glass of some sort. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing glass around this. I would recommend doing some creative shaping, like some pipes around this or something. Now, don't put... I advise not putting fuel tanks near anything targetable like the generators because, again, they're going to chain react and they're going to blow stuff up. I'm not sure if that's what you're going for here, but this game has a way of doing the whole, if anything can go wrong, it will go wrong. So, yeah, let's not do that, please. I do like how he... That's lag shot. Nice. I do like how he put all this down here. Although, again, if fuel tanks go, those go, and the enemy turrets are going to dig through the fuel tanks to get to the generators, and, well, yeah. Big boom. This again looks like an unfinished RP room, which is, I actually like the shaping and the detail of this because it has sloped walls, this sort of pattern here, and it's got some lights in it. Now, you don't need that many lights. It hurts the performance of the game with that many lights, so tone down the lights a little bit. Less lights is always better. I have the core in here in an encased area, which near nothing targetable. Very good work there. Very, very good. Have some of the downward thrusters here. Again, I'm clipping through this because it's a little bit of a rat run. So, one thing I recommend about a ship like this is keep it from being a rat run. One clear corridor along front to back that is your primary movement, and then one elevator for everything else, and then use stairs to angle up through like this to get to other areas, or have elevators that are clearly marked. Well, I mean, you have stairs here, so never mind, scratch that last comment. You have stairs leading up to this level that are very easy to use. Scratch that. But the elevators to the bridge, you have to navigate several different elevators to get to the bridge. That is what we call a rat run. Not a good idea. Especially if things go wrong. On the bridge, heavily RP. I like the stairs here, although there is a... Oh, okay. There is a, GEI Safety, would like to have a word with you. No, I'm kidding. I'm being silly here. And you have crew. One standing on the ledge. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that go, apparently. One thing that you could do is flip these windows out so that you could put things up against the windows. Just rotate them 180 degrees and you can get more room here, unless that's not what you wanted, so strike that comment. Anyways, you have an SB pad on the back with is this quick access to the bridge, or no, not really. Yeah, no. Yeah. Rat run to get to the bridge. Not good. Does this go straight up to the bridge? Oh yeah, that does. Okay, so that entrance, not a rat run. But anyways, a very cool design for a person that just started out on the workshop. I like it. I really like it. Alright, next we have the... Now I'm doing ships and bases today, so the Clearfire Aerial Denial Platform by Red Baron. Let me make sure that my camera's on this. Clearfire Aerial Denial Platform is designed to give maximum firepower on targets with a 345 degree arc. I would say arcs. Firing arcs. 345 on the... I believe it's the... Yep. No, I don't pick apart people's descriptions, Akiva. Just don't. With 345 degree firing arc, no conflicting blocks or blind spots to prevent the main turrets from locking on and doing their work. This is a tier 1 structure and ready for use in vanilla or reforged Eden. Constructed from concrete, cheap, highly effective, and does what it says on the box. I have to agree with that completely. I've looked at this a little bit. Now, there is a note from the author that says, when placing this, make sure that it's on flat ground and that it's in the terrain like this. This black section here, submerge it if you have to. This black layer here, submerge it if you have to get it all supported. I didn't need to do that here, but you might need to in game because of how structural integrity works, and you might sabotage yourself with structural integrity. So yeah, very simple, very interesting design. I like this design, 3-pronged design, 1 tower, 3-pronged. Got some solar panels, which you can reorient yourself when you slide in based on where the sun is. Quick overview of that. If you're on the equator, they're vertical. If you're on anything above this line here, make sure that they're facing the equator. If you're on anything below this line here, make sure they're facing the equator. But where they are right now, probably straight up and down is good. Quick access tidbit of information there. Free of charge. Alright, so that's that. Oh, right, there was one more thing I wanted to say about this design that I really liked, and that's the fact that he has the generators up above, targetable, but he has the core below ground. The core of the ammo below ground, which increases survivability, which means that even if the generator gets knocked out, you can come in and repair it, and you're good to go. Alright, on to the next. This one is the M321 Landy Large Repair Pad. Again, made by... Oh, right, I didn't say who the last item was made by. No, I did. Okay, good. M231-2 made this one. This is a vanilla build. Let's take a look at the notes here. Overview, wide landing pad, repair bay, 4 deconstructors, 2 furnaces, minimal defense equipment, containers. I'm not going through those, you'll have to look at it on the workshop. Solar panels, it has 15 solar panels and 20 large capacitors. They're not angled at the sun. Well, they're not really angled at the... Like, if you owe this thing out... Like, this is one of the critiques I have with this build. Is if this thing isn't owed out, it's going to make repairing ships incredibly hard. So these solar panels, when you put them on the top like this, guys, don't do that. Just put them on the side so that they can face the sun, because they don't really work very well if they don't face the sun, and you might end up spawning this thing so that the repair pad is, like, angled at the sun. In theory, that's fine, but in practice, it's not great. It'll hurt you in the long run, and anybody who's played this game long enough will realize that. And probably what I would recommend is, like, if you get this, which I highly recommend you do, just move the solar panels so that they're facing the sun. Just pick them up and move them so they're facing the sun. Might not look great, but it is what it is. Now, there are some other problems with... Okay, let's go through the positives of this thing before I begin cutting apart like a numpty. Alright, so what I like about this is it is a large landing pad. It's got some defenses, as you can see, that are retractable. It's got a lot of cool shaping. It's got some gravity generators smartly placed, so they don't overlap if I'm not mistaken. And the repair pad's in the center. Largest area so that you can line it up. A lot of lines so you can line it up. And yeah, pretty cool. So let's go on into the internal. Well, not the internals. This is the space area. A lot of piping. Very cool. The core is located here behind a shutter door. Very neat. Very, very neat. The repair pad's located there as well. Problem with that is that in order to use the repair pad, you have to go out here, find the entrance, go down, figure out how to navigate your way to the core to repair your ship. Yeah, no. And the core is... Where is the core? You can't find the core when you're in the main station. It's a rat run. Come on, guys. So, yeah, needless to say, it's in the central here, but that's not immediately apparent. So, rat run to get to the repair station, not cool. Especially if you're in a hurry trying to get your ship back in the fight. Not cool. I like the station, I like the RP, but that's just not cool. Alright, so the other side rooms here, as you can see, are dedicated to furnaces, deconstructors. Got deconstructors here on these rooms on the side. There are some really cool hallways up to the side here that lead to various other rooms. I'm not going to go through all these rooms because I'll be here all day. So I'm going to leave that to you guys in the workshop. Again, link in the description. And I'm lost again. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here on this one because I'll start ripping it apart. Although there is two critical issues I see with this build. So number one is these lights. What's wrong with the lights, you may ask? Well, and that right there, that's a problem too. So the way the repair pad works is you place the ship directly on top of it, and you repair it, right? Now, any block that is even slightly above the repair pad will block it from repairing things. So these lights, these pieces of glass, and these thin blocks here, they are going to block you from being able to use the repair pad. So if you download this, I'm afraid that you are going to have a hard time. You're going to have to pick up that piece of glass, all of these lights, and maybe, depending on the size of your ship, these flat blocks here. Now, the problem with picking up this piece of glass is that, if I'm not mistaken here, let me take a look. Yeah, that door is not airtight, so your station won't be airtight when you're trying to repair your ships. Not good. Not good at all. But, again, something that subscribers can fix by just picking this up, picking up the elevator block and the doors, and just putting a hatch there. Just putting a ramp there or something that'll, or even just putting a square force field there. Alright, on to the next and final item on the list. Trying to remember where I put it. It is the Dark Scar landing pad. Wait for it to render in. By Surface 242 on the workshop. That's Surface 242. There will be a link in the description. This is, again, made for vanilla, Class 1, Tier 1, Level 5. Class 1. Okay, what is Class 1 again? Size Class 1. Tier 1 CPU, which is just the basic extender. Level 5 to unlock and spawn. Armament 6x, 6 minigun turrets. Repair bay is optional. With the growing influence in the galaxy, the supply and maintenance of the fleet also had to be ensured. The solar paneled small landing platforms offer space for a corvette or several starfighters to refuel or load. Okay, so it looks to be Star Wars themed. Okay. No, that's a tangent for another time. No. So yeah, this is made for the Star Wars, in the Star Wars style, if you're into that. I'm not, personally. Some more and it's got links to his other items here. So yes, that link will be in the description. Now, there is one more thing that I would like to look at that I completely forgot about when I was doing the pre-recording, and that's this. This is a space base. Nice use of LCDs there. Can you not do that, please? Okay, so it's completely solar powered, which means that it's going to be a pain in my butt. This is made for Reforged, from what I understand. Wait, before I shoot my mouth off, I should probably check. Okay, so the creator is, as you can see, Gargan for real. Clever name there. It comes with 32 furnaces, 32 640K. Yep, this is reforged. It's meant to be a home base, from what I look like. Remove CPU. Complete farm at the bottom of the base for expansion. Add 3 ox cores to have 100% potential. 8 advanced constructors, 8 deconstructors, and 22 small constructors for processing or silver production. Now, as you can see, pipes, lots of pipes. Each one of these pipes goes to, yeah, he took some time to do the piping here. That is pretty cool. Inside is very well thought out. Very good use of space, very good use of shaping. Got a teleporter. I apologize about my voice today, guys. I bad allergies. The neighbors decided to smoke pot last night, and needless to say, I'm suffering for it today. You've got 640K containers, each with a door leading out to them. Very cool, RP there. Lots of glass, and lots of truss blocks. And then you've got this shaping for the docking. Very cool. Oh, that's a cute use of solar capacitors. CPU extenders out on the outside, ready to get picked off by drones, or an errant drone. So yeah, just a reminder, a friendly reminder, probably indirect friendly reminder, to not build bases where drones can spawn, guys. Like, pick a sector that doesn't have anything in it. Come on. I can't tell you how many times I see people complain that their base got destroyed by, like, a Kimrat or something. I'm like, did you build in a sector where there's a Kimrat patrol route without clearing it out? And they're like, yes. Did you build in a sector that had a base that spawns drones? Yes. And you're wondering why your base gets destroyed? Yes. Okay. Lack of critical thinking skills. Again, something that I will mercilessly mock. So yeah, use your critical thinking skills, guys. Because because if you get these extenders popped, it's not on you. It's not on the base. It's because you put it somewhere where you can get them popped. All right. That was a nice little tangent there. So again, this will be a link on the workshop. I'm clipping through these again because it's just faster, and yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk through this one real quick, so you don't have to look at the clipping, so you can actually get a sense of scale of what this thing is. That's pretty cool. Open, please. Thank you. That's pretty cool. Alright, guys. That is going to be everything for today. General reminder that I'm going to be doing a video on Friday as well. That is going... Now, if everything goes right, I will be doing Aurora, GEI Aurora versus Tovera, so that you can get a feel for how I deal with Toveras quickly. That'll be Friday's content. We've got an upcoming addition to the channel, the weekly content. So Wednesdays are a look at the world. Wednesdays are a look at the workshop. The Fridays are either guides or combat videos, so you have some action there or some how-to videos there. And then we are going to be working on let me take a look at what we've named it. Teaddled Morning Brew, the Insanity Podcast. Yeah, a little bit wordy there, but Teaddled Morning Brew is going to be where I talk with some fellow players. Me and Don just shoot the breeze, go on tangents about things in Empyrion, talk about updates. So if that sounds cool to you guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. And let me know what you think in the comments. Was this video completely insane? Did I do a bad job? Yes, I would like your feedback to improve. So thank you. Unless you're like that brain dead guy that we had last week. That was a little bit entitled. Guys, if you're gonna leave comments, I know I'm probably shooting myself in the foot here, but I have my standards here, and I am who I am. So there was a guy that last week that left a comment, was being like, "Oh, your Voidium Part 2 video did not have any mentions of Voidium in it." And I'm just thinking here, and I'm just thinking about this, and I'm just like, so you didn't read the description. You didn't listen to the opening description, like the less than minute long opening that told you what the video was about and why it was the way it was. And then anyways, anybody with a brain can see why that's not cool. Anybody who's seen those videos can see why that's not cool. And the funniest part about that to me was that him actually responding in the comments was actually helping my channel, because it's getting the YouTube algorithm to promote it. So if you actually like my content, leave a comment in the description. If you don't like my comment, go away. Don't interact with the video. Don't watch it. Go away. Because that's the only way that it doesn't actually promote it. Anyways, thank you everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember that you matter. And stay kind to your fellow humans. Don't be like that guy in the comments last week. Alright. Have a good day. Bye.